Good morning, children. I'm sorry I'm a little late even throwing the puzzle up because my computer was throwing a tantrum. A tantrum, I tell you. Tantrum. Well, look at y'all just chatting with each other. So nice. So nice. So nice. So nice. Okay, where did I throw the background? Let's see. Let's see. Ah, there it is. We'll put that up. Put me in the corner. Where's the. I did click show, right? Yeah, okay. Put me in the corner. Put me in the corner. Spotlight. Losing my religion. Okay, let's see. Let's add the puzzle. My computer is still throwing a tantrum. Let's see. Okay. There we go. That's what y'all are accustomed to on a Wednesday morning. Yeah, I sing a lot in the morning, Aries. I just try not to subject y'all to it. Let's see. Okay, what am I missing? Oh, music. Can't hear myself think with the music on, but mine will be mad if I don't put it on. So here we go. Okay, now this time I can't hear it either. In the past, when y'all said y'all couldn't hear it, I could hear it, but now I can't even hear it, even though my machine says it's running. Oh, great. Now you can hear the music and I can't. Well, Robin can't hear it either, so it's not just me. I'm not going crazy. Okay. And good morning, Robin. Despite the fact that the heat wave has it's cooled down somewhat because now we're just getting temperatures around 85 instead of 100. I'm still hot. So you're still going to see me with the napkin across my face. Oh. Okay. Well, I still can't hear it. I still can't hear it. I do have my sound up. Oh, I could. Oh my goodness! I had my speakers muted. I don't know how y'all could hear me when I had my speakers muted. Forget it. My brain is crazy. Let's see if we can figure out this puzzle. Puzzle left over from last week. Let's see if there's anything we can still answer on this puzzle. Let's see. Let's look at these downs because the crosses I'm not sure about. 738. Oh, a sport ute. See, sometimes taking time away from a puzzle. Yeah, sport ute. I've never heard a sport utility vehicle called a sport ute, but I guess somebody called it that. Okay. I'm I'm looking at I said I was going to look at the downs, but I'm taking a look at the crosses one more time. 41 across, area for top roping. I don't even know what top roping is. Okay. Top roping sounds like something from a rodeo, but it's 4 letters ending in AP, so I don't know what that could be. Let's see. 45, 1999 juvenile. That's what we were trying to figure out last time. Back. Let's see. No, I can't figure out. See, I want to say it's back that thing up, but it's not. I can't quite make it fit. Because if you put that or that, you can't fit thing up in there. There's not enough letters. I don't know. Let's see. 48 across. Cardinal position. 4 letters. See, cardinal position, I think of it like first, second, third. But this is 4 letters starting with EA, so that doesn't fit. Okay. Oh, look at Robin knowing the smart things. I would not have known that Nobel Prize winner at 18 across, or 16 across, I mean. 52 cross, monosyllabic, perhaps. Oh, that could possibly be Kurtz. There we go. Yes, there we go. 54 across, takes hold, grabs. No, that doesn't fit. 65 across, bubbly top. Bubbly top, I think foam, but that's not going to fit because it starts with the C. Okay, I am having a Bolthouse Farms breakfast smoothie, strawberry parfait. I think this is the first time I've had this one. Hopefully it's good. Normally I don't go for strawberry flavored things when I get like drinks and stuff, especially if it's like a dairy based drink, because because it's the artificial strawberry and it grosses me out. But this says it has real strawberry puree, so I have hope that it's going to taste good. That's why I did not get my coffee this morning. I just got my water in this breakfast thing. Oh, this is tasty. Yes, I would get this again. Yes, it does taste of real strawberries, not fake strawberries. Y'all are discussing the puzzle without me. 47 down is Zoiks. What are we looking at? Let's see what we got. Ah! Very good, Ronald. See, I was trying to be demure and say back that thing up. See? That's why I couldn't get it. Oh, so then bubbly top would be a cork. There we go. There we go. Okay. Takes hold. Let's look at some of these downs. 9 down. Athletes, no for sure. All I can think of is drugs, but that's not going to fit the 3 letters. Let's see. This is a specific drug and I can't think of it. Okay. 11 down. Trips that require helmets. Never gonna get that one. Let's see. Oh, 19 across, fists in slang is dukes. Okay, so then trips that require helmets are bike tours. I was trying to think of something like bike or something like that. There we go, bike tours. Okay, so Youngling beer. I was thinking tea is beer, so the Youngling rival would be Caps Living. There we go. There we go. Okay, now 29 down. Oh, somebody else got it. Which I wouldn't have gotten that anyway because I'd never seen Ted Lasso. I remember that from last time. Let's see. 30 down. Site of a noted World War II conference. No idea. Like Yalta or something? But Yalta's not a place. 31. Mexico's presidency. I didn't know that either. See, I wanted to say Lopez, but I thought that Lopez, that's just such a common name. So then 37 across must be Raul. Right? Okay. So 40 across. Some online reviews. Oh, that would be Yelps. This stuff was just not coming to me. Because, Robin was going for Keats and it was actually Yates on that down one. There you go. Okay, so then to take hold would be means it sets in. That's the 54 across. Okay. So we just got that one. 41 down. Oh, that's Captain Crunch.
Ah, yes, Captain Crunch, the cereal that will destroy the roof of your mouth.
No, it's
Hello,
Crag,
people.
y'all. Crag, Captain Crunch. So I guess the top roping, they must be talking about maybe getting billy goats off the mountain or something, because that would be a crag.
Hello, hello. Yeah, I don't know why the music starts. I don't know why the music was turned up that loud anyway, because she reuses these studios, and I crank the music down to like 3 usually. So I don't know why it was cranked up so loud.
The music was up so loud because I was trying to get it to where I could hear it.
And you could hear it at like 20 something?
Because I couldn't hear any music, and it turned out that my speaker was muted.
Oh.
I didn't realize my speaker was muted because I was talking and they could hear me.
Uh-huh.
So it didn't register to my brain that my speaker was muted.
I see.
So I was like, why is the music not playing? And I kept turning it up, thinking I would trigger it to start. Like maybe it was on a delay or something.
I was just surprised that I came into the stream and the music was on at all. Because usually you're like, yes, I am bopping to my music. And all of us are like, I hear nothing. It's not there.
And they all heard it, and I could hear nothing. Ronald says his ears are bleeding.
Yes.
Look at you. No more puzzle?
No more puzzle. I like your hair today.
Oh, thank you. Your father hates my hair like this.
Why?
Well, to be fair, your father hates my hair like this. Normally I pin it all the way up. And he hates it like this. I don't know if he hates it like this.
I like a little bit down. When you have it like that and you pin it all up, it looks a little matronly.
Well, I am a matron. Although I've been wearing my hair like that since high school. So maybe that's why he hates it. Because I looked matronly when I was in my 20s. But because this is, even when my hair was relaxed, this is an easy
Yeah.
I don't feel like getting the curling iron out. Let me get some bobby pins and
That's what I do when I'm face painting the kids. If a girl has like long hair and it's in her face, I'll like twist a piece and clip it back with my little clip, and then twist another piece and then clip it back with my
mhm.
little clip, so they look like you while I'm doing their face paint. Ooh, I slept on my elbow wrong. My arm hurts.
That's not good.
Yeah, I think I'm just falling apart. This is what happens when I reach
Okay,
past
well
30,
we're
I guess.
5 minutes behind schedule, so let's get this.
I did make this hat. This is the hat that I made. Sorry, Robin, or Mother. Speaking to Robin, this is the hat that I made for Error 313, the audio drama that I am a voice actor in. That we recorded episode
I
3 of
forgot
season
that you
2
made an
for.
Error 313 hat.
Yeah, I want to redo it because I like created the design for the logo myself. Like all of this is from scratch. I took the logo and
Okay,
then
take
like
your
plotted
headphones
it.
off and turn your head so she can see it properly. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I created the like I looked at our logo in our little Discord and like plotted it out myself in Stitch Fiddle, and then crocheted it out. But the logo, because it's such a tall logo, that it made the hat like it sits very long on the hat, so it doesn't lay like flat. Because I wanted to lay like I wish it was just like this, like right here.
Well, then you have to make it smaller.
I do, but if I make it smaller, then I lose some of the details. Because I think I was double crocheting all of this. I don't remember. Because your girl doesn't single crochet hats, and that's wild. Or maybe I was half double crocheting. I don't remember. I made it once and then don't remember anything. But let's change the music and start for real, for real.
Mm.
Stitch Fiddle. Ooh, Robin, I'm about to blow your world wide open. I love Stitch Fiddle. We'll talk about it
Oh,
in the
did
Yarny
Robin say
Crafty.
she's not heard of Stitch Fiddle?
Yes.
Oh no.
We'll talk about it in
Yeah,
the Robin. Remind me in the Yarny Crafty because I will. I love Stitch Fiddle so much.
yeah. I need to re up my Stitch Fiddle because that made the work on the.
Avatar
We'll talk
blanket.
about it. We'll
Yeah.
talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
Can I do the book thing today?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wednesday morning edition of the Conversation Chair. I am your presenter, Dani, the lethargic lass, and this is my partner in crime, co-presenter, and rebairn.
Artemis, the fatigued as usual with a hurt elbow.
And in case you have never been here before, we are here for your body doubling needs. We are here to be in the background for you as you're doing things. We are your audio ambiance. We are your background sound. We are here to keep you company while you are watching the children, washing the dishes, recovering from COVID.
And you, yes, you. I know that it's your engagement party at the big club owned by vampires, and you just walked in on your werewolf fiance doing it with a lone wolf girl. But don't worry, the club owner, he got eyes for you. He got eyes for you and he's coming for you. He knew this was going to happen and he's ready to catch you. And that is not a part of my real life
It's not.
or a part of a book, actually. I downloaded, I
I
got
was
suckered
about to
in.
say that sounds like one of my books.
I got suckered in to this app that kept advertising it to me. I got suckered in to this app. It's called Me Chat. Have you seen the Me Chat advertisements?
No, I haven't.
It's set up like it's set up essentially like Tinder. So you have these like you fill out your little profile, you create your little profile character. So I created my little art character. Aren't I cute?
Mm,
I created my little
adorable.
art character, and then you pick the like tropes that you want. So I've got like enemies to lover, fantasy romance, grumpy sunshine, LGBTQ, all of that. And then
Again, you don't read romance. What are you doing there?
I don't read romance.
Since I showed you those tropes, you should have been out of there.
I don't read romance, but you know what I do enjoy? A
What?
good dating sim. I love a dating sim.
Oh, that's
And
true.
this is
You do.
This is essentially like a dating sim, but it's played out in like text messages. Let me find one that's not going to be scandalous. But it plays out as like text messages. So
Uh
the
huh.
person will text you, and you have like responses that
Uh
you can
huh.
respond to them. Um, but so
And how much?
you
And how much did you pay for this game?
it's free right now, but they got me. I was telling Wayne about this app, and he's like, "Huh, they really designed this app to get you, huh?" Because you saw that there were the little choices, right? So you go through the conversation, and like it's like you're just choosing answers like normal, and then you
Mm-hmm.
get to a like pinnacle point in the conversation where you can choose the free answer, which
Uh
is
huh.
dumb, or the answer that you pay diamonds for. But when you download the app, you start off with like 100 diamonds, like 200 diamonds,
Uh
and
huh.
so each choice is only like 7 diamonds. And so I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I blew through that whole 200 diamonds yesterday. I downloaded the app yesterday, blew through the whole 200 diamonds yesterday. I am talking to 3 people, one of which I'm not super interested in, but one of which, and it is such a wild range of things. Like the one that I showed you is like this guy who wears. Let me see if I can pull up his picture. Is this guy who wears a TV helmet mask? There we go. It's this
Oh,
guy who
good
just
lord.
wears a TV helmet mask, and he has like the old school emoticons as his like facial expressions, because they're like PNGs, and so they'll like change their face whenever they're saying things to you.
Mm-hmm.
And he has the old school like emoticons across his little TV face whenever he's talking to you. And I was like, this is cute. And his story is just like he lives at home, and his dad died when he was 16, and his mom remarried this man who like hates him, and so now his mom also acts like she hates him. I don't know that, but they're abusing him, and so now like emotionally abusing him, and so now he like is too nervous to like go outside and like do anything, and too nervous to show his face because he feels like he's ugly. And so you're like
Mm-hmm.
talking to him and like, no, it's okay, you're great, and you're sweet, and you're such a good guy. And that's just it's just a fun little chat, and then you get to go on like dates with them where it's not just the texting, but you see their whole like their character art, and they're like,
Mm-hmm.
and you're talking back and forth, and there's like the background that's like the date background, definitely AI generated every time I've noticed. But so there's his, which is like fairly normal. It's like, oh, we're just having a conversation, and I'm telling you you're a good guy, you're telling me that I'm nice, and we're like talking blah blah. And then the other one, YouTube, we might have to bleep me on YouTube. I got through the other one that I told as my story today of like your werewolf fiance is sleeping with somebody. Truly, 3 dialogue options in, the word cock comes up. 3 dialogue options in, and I'm like, oh, I was unprepared because I was like, oh, I'm talking to the sweet little boy with the mask. I'm like, oh, let's see what the vampire one's got going on. I'm like, talking to the vampire, blah, 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 and he's like, oh, you found your man with his cock in some other woman's body. And I'm like, ah! I was unprepared. Unprepared. So, just so you all know, just so you are all prepared.
The mechanic of that sounds similar to I've played some of the ones that are now owned by Netflix, like Love Island and Too Hot to
Mm-hmm.
Handle and stuff like that. In that you have like a dialogue option that's free,
Mm-hmm.
but if you want to go off and have more of a conversation, you got to pay some of your gems, which
Yes.
they want real money for. Which, although now that they're owned by Netflix, I don't think you have to pay any gems. I
Yeah,
haven't
any of
played.
the
It's
games
been a
that are
while
like,
since.
I think any of the games that are normally paid games, and you go to yes, we're playing. Yes, I haven't downloaded Espresso, so I guess I have to download the game now or download the song now. But yes, we are
Ronald,
playing the
are
game.
you well enough to beat Sabers today?
Yeah, are you recovered from the sickness? But yeah, I'm currently stress testing the system of this game to see like how much I can get away with for free. So there's one other date that I'm talking to that's like this, like you get a text message from your best friend
So
who's like,
is like each date a different
yes,
storyline,
each date is a
or
different storyline. So you put in your name. So they all call me Art. And they all like anytime I go on a little date, it's my little character that I designed. But each one's a different storyline. So in the one with the guy who has a TV helmet, I'm just a guy who was on a dating app. Like I'm just a person who was on a dating app, and I happened to swipe right on him. He swiped right on me, and we're talking. In the other one, I am the one human born every 100 years that has the ability to grant kinghood to either a werewolf or a vampire.
yeah. So
And this, yes,
they're not all the same world. You
no,
just so you could like pick one date in one world and keep going down to the
yes.
conclusion on that one.
Yes, absolutely.
Gotcha.
And it shows you in their little swipies. So like this one, I don't think I want this one, but it shows you in their little swipies, and they've all got, ooh, who is this?
Oh
Wild.
my
But it
goodness.
shows you in their little slide piece, like what their stories are. So he is. I should have noticed the little mature tag on everything. When I saw mature, I thought it meant like mature, like older person, but I think it means mature as in
No, mature means there's going to be
scandalous.
sexy
Yeah,
times.
I was not prepared. But yeah, it just show you. So this is mature and dark romance. It shows his little astrological sign. So he's also an Aquarius. And what does it say? Are you willing to put your life on the line for me? Scandalous.
Okay, yeah, I looked up MeChat just to make sure I hadn't downloaded it before, and I haven't. Because sometimes I think, oh, what is this thing? And then I go and look it up in the App Store and realize, oh, I've
Already
downloaded
downloaded
it.
it before.
I've downloaded this before and probably didn't like it if I just don't remember it.
Mm.
But
But
no, I haven't downloaded that before.
I'm going to be stress testing the system to see how far I can get without spending money, because it's not one of those like, oh, you could do a monthly subscription and you have unlimited coins. You could do a monthly subscription and get 320 coins. But
Oh.
as I just said, I blew through 200 coins yesterday. I'm talking to 3 people. I blew through 200 coins yesterday. So I'm going to see to the person that I'm talking to that I'm the least interested in. I'm just going to choose all of the free answers and see how far I get and see if I'm able to actually progress through the story, or see if they're going to like, are they going to match with me? Who knows? And then I also want to see, because you like these things always give you like a certain amount of free things every day. So I'm trying to
Uh-huh.
see like how far I can get. Because when you first set up, because you're getting like you're reaching like relationship like levels, and so like the one I've been talking to the longest, I'm like relationship level 7. But once you get past relationship level 3, like when before relationship level 3, then the green answer, which is the like premium answer, you get to do it for free a few times. And so I'm wondering, is
Uh-huh.
that just before you reach relationship level 3, or is it like every day you get a few free answers, or what is it? But they
Mhm.
also do like audio clips, which are also definitely AI, but audio clips of like they'll send you a voice message. Like I send voice messages to
Uh-huh.
everyone all the time, but they'll send you a voice message, and so you can like, but you have to pay 8 coins to listen to the voice message. But then your next text response is responding to the voice message, so you can either pay the 8 coins or guess. They will also like send you pictures, which the pictures are much more expensive. I think the last picture that I looked at was 33 coins.
Oh my.
Yes. So, but that's what I've been doing. That's where that story came from. I got hooked. Ronald says he's
Okay, so
literally
on
making
our
bread for
life
right now.
updates, what do we have going on? How was your job interview last week?
I'm not going to take that job.
You're not what? I
I'm
need to turn
not
my
going to take that
volume
job.
up.
Maybe turn your volume up, because I am speaking at max volume as I always do.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I've got I just turned my volume up to 85, which I normally don't turn it up that high, but I really could not hear you.
Well, you
Okay.
also don't have headphones on today. I think you don't. You usually have headphones on.
No, I haven't had headphones on all summer because it's been so hot that the things were getting sweaty.
But yeah, I am the job interview that I just did. I am not taking that job. I am not going
Oh,
to
the
do it.
interview was that bad?
No, the interview was fine. It was at a place where I feel like I was not. It was at a place where I felt like I was not going to fit into the environment very well.
Okay.
Yes. And they require everybody, they're closed on Sundays, so we don't have to work Sundays, but they require everyone to work every Saturday. And I'm like, that is not going to work for me. And I asked, like, is that a negotiable thing? And they're like, no, that's mandatory. And I'm like, okay. So I told them I was going to think about it, but I'm calling them back today to tell them that that is not going to work for me. But
Okay.
yeah, but I have another job interview tomorrow. And the one tomorrow is with the escape room. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Yes, and I filled out several more applications, so I'm just waiting to like hear back from a few other people as well. Yes.
Well, that's good. Okay. Well, my I don't have a lot of life updates. I just wanted to mention before we go into the Yarny thoughts, because I've decided that Yarny thoughts should be whatever we should start off Yarny thoughts with whatever I find out about the Yarny news, since it seems like for the past 3 weeks.
You just been getting all these inspiration updates.
Yeah. So, um,
Oh wait! I
yeah,
have one more life update before we go into,
okay.
because you're about to transition into Yarny stuff as well. I just
Well,
remembered.
no, I was just going to talk about what I've been thinking about this week and then go into Yarny thoughts. So go ahead.
I just remembered one more life update. Do you know what this is?
Is that the hair that you got from your sister?
No.
No. Then I
No.
then I don't know because it looks
That is
like.
the hair that I got from my head.
Oh no! Oh my god, you shaved yourself completely bald.
I did.
Oh my god. She's an adult. She can do what she wants with her head. There
I've
are
been,
wigs available.
I've been shaved for 2 days and I've been
It
waiting
can
just to do that.
possibly grow back.
It's growing back. It's gonna grow back.
I don't have to see her every day to see that. It'll be all right. It'll be all right.
Are you gonna make it?
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make it. Actually, you look cute.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been told by multiple friends that I have a good head shape.
Yeah, you do have a good head shape.
I'm like, I get that from my papa. I saw that he looks good bald, so I will be
No,
okay.
actually, you do not get that from your papa.
No, I do not. Do I get that from my mama?
I don't know who you get it from because it's been years since I've had my hair even close to that short. But your father has a little bit of a thing in the back, like a ledge in the back of his
I
head.
do too, though. Look,
Yeah, but yours isn't as pronounced as his.
that's just like where your skull is.
Although maybe his isn't. No, his is pronounced. But maybe I haven't looked recently. I'll have to look when he comes home from his trip because it could be because his was very cushy from like. So I think it might have just been extra weight.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be gone since.
Does he drop the weight?
Yeah. So it could be gone because he dropped the weight. I don't know. But
I feel so much better
actually,
because
with the headphones, you look cute.
I think because I do so many wild things with my hair and my makeup and all that stuff that it just like it's not as jarring, I think. But yeah, I've been shaved for 2 days. I went to work the other day with my head shaved. I didn't go to work yesterday. I called out of work yesterday. I started my period yesterday and was having a very bad time, and so I called out of work. But yes, it
And
does feel
why
good.
does Ari think the cruise is going to be funny? Because she's bald.
Now I'm gonna wear a wig for the family picture. I'm gonna wear Colette's wig for the family picture.
Yes, because your father would just.
Have a conniption.
Yes, you would have a conniption. Well, let me be fair. Maybe he wouldn't. Okay, the elf ears are a little bit over the line, but I think if your head is shaved, he might be fine. Because he works with black women who have shaved
Mm-hmm.
heads, so I think he might be fine with you having a shaved head.
We'll see. I planned to wear the wig. I planned to wear the wig for the picture anyway, though. So we'll see how we feel. But yeah, Robin, it was rough yesterday. I called out of work and just stayed home. I was not having a good time. I'm still not having a great time. I'm still cramping a little bit, but
Okay, I would trade you that once a month for these hot flashes all day, every day.
I mean,
You want to take these hot flashes?
Ari, we are gonna fight. Ari said I'm gonna play wig snatching all trip. Absolutely
You
not.
are not allowed to do that.
Absolutely not. We are gonna fight for real, for real. I'm about to toss your man over the edge.
Okay, my only slight life update thought
Mm-hmm.
was that why is Comcast what?
Comcast sexy.
This voicemail is from Comcast Xfinity. You're just moments away from losing your 50% discount on your monthly bill. Considering I don't have Comcast,
Right?
get away from me.
Get out.
Oh my gosh. No, I was just saying that my only slight life update thing is that I'm going through my periodic um, culling, clearing out. Um, I don't know what else you'd want to call it.
Spring cleaning.
Not necessarily spring cleaning, but I go through these phases where I've got yarn falling everywhere. I go through these phases where I have where I collect stuff, like not physical stuff, because I can't stand having too much stuff. We already have too much stuff in the house. I don't want to collect anything else, and plus, my cheap self will not let me buy a bunch of stuff. So I but like things like my wish list for my library is over 100 books.
Mm-hmm.
My Kindle Unlimited wish list is over 100 books. My I have demos saved on Steam all over the place.
That you are not getting
Things
to
like
anytime
that.
soon.
I just kind of it's like I have tons of patterns bookmarked on Ravelry.
So you're doing a digital cleanse.
Yeah, a digital cleanse. And it's kind of part of especially with the books, it's kind of part of the delayed gratification thing. That's why I put delayed gratification on the list. Because what happens is, is that run across books while I'm doing something on Kindle Unlimited. And it's like, oh, I read the synopsis, I look at the cover, that looks like a good cookbook. And so I'll save it to the list, but
Mm-hmm.
realistically, but then I keep doing that, and then it's like, you know
And
what?
never going back to the list.
Never. I mean, I go back to the list whenever because I stop myself from just always grabbing the new books that come up in the recommendation feed,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I have a bunch of books saved on my list, so I go on my list and I read the fiction fairly quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But the nonfiction stuff, like cookbooks and crochet books and stuff like that, it's like, oh, that book looks interesting. Let me set that to the side, and then I don't look at them. And so this week I have been looking at them all and realizing that, oh, with the cookbooks, I'm pretty much some of them I didn't even bother to look at. Some of them I just deleted. It's like I pretty much am not going to cook from this book. As soon as I open it and look at the list of recipes, it's like, oh, yeah, these are too fancy for me, or these require a bunch of ingredients I'm not going to buy, or it's vegan. It says easy vegan, but it's too vegan for me. Like, I don't do tofu,
Ugh.
so and every recipe in the list calls for tofu. No, thank you. So like I think I scanned just on the weekend alone. I think I went through 10 cookbooks and I found like maybe one cookbook that I would probably want to have physically.
Mm-hmm.
I deleted the 5 ramen cookbooks I had without even reading them, because pretty much everything that I go to that talks about dressing up your ramen, I kind of know what to do to dress up my ramen.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think I need a cookbook for that. And the as far as the pattern books, I've realized that really just like, oh, because that's the other thing. My Kindle Unlimited allows me to subscribe digitally to a bunch of magazines, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't have they don't count against my 20 books, because if you're not familiar with Kindle Unlimited, you get to hold 20 books at a time. Okay. And as soon as you finish reading a book and return it, then you can get another book to add. So, but you can hold 20 at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually am right up on my 20. And so I made a separate list. That's why I say my Kindle Unlimited wish list, because I made a separate list under Amazon's wish list function, which is
Mm-hmm.
all the books that I don't want to forget about, but
But
I
don't want to keep in your 20.
have no room in my 20 because I already got 20 books there. So I did I
You
lose my
cleared
train?
out.
So yeah, so I've been clearing out a bunch of books. But the magazines don't count against your 20. And every time a new issue of a magazine comes out, they immediately put it in your library. So like
Mm.
for
So you
one
just got all these
like
magazines backed up.
exactly. For one crochet magazine, I've got issues, or I had issues as of our last vacation. I had issues all the way back to 2023, and so, because magazines for me are like what I flip through when I'm at the dentist.
Mm-hmm.
and I only go to the dentist 3 times a year.
So you do not need that many magazines.
So I either flip through 'em at the dentist or I flip through 'em when we're on vacation. I download a few of them and I have something to flip through while we're in the airport or on the plane. Or, since we don't have Wi Fi on the ship, I download them so I can flip through them while we're on the ship while I'm waiting for dinner or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it hit me that I have had a lull. I had a lull this summer of where like my favorite authors didn't have new books coming out until August. I didn't like anything else. I'm very, I'm picky with my fiction.
Mm-hmm.
And so there weren't really anything else that I wanted to read. So it's like, I really need to start. So I got rid of the backlog, most of the backlog from 2023 at least, on the magazines. And
Okay.
most of the books are like, I realized with the crochet and knitting books, all I really wanted to do was look at the patterns.
Yep.
I'm probably not going to make any of these. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't need to keep them on my list or in my 20. Just look at them and return them
Put them back.
so that I can,
Because you could always re-download them if you needed to.
exactly. It's just that I think I put them on my list because I think they will end up out in the ether and I will forget
You
what the
forget what they
title
are.
is. But I just, if I forget the title, then I forget the title. It won't be the end of the world. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I have one that's actually in my 20 that, because there is a sweater in there that I actually really do want to make when we get past
The
this
heat.
year, because we talked last week about I already have things that I have planned out for this year that I want to finish.
Yes.
The rest of this year is pretty much a blanket year. So, other than what I'm making for vacation, I doubt I will make myself any articles of clothing this year. This is a blanket year, trying to finish up. But so that leads us into yarny crafty thoughts. And before we get into the yarn news, I wanted to show you. Um,
Ronald. Ah. Now I use this app called Google Keep.
Ronald, I think Ronald's being sarcastic.
Yes, Ronald is being petty because we absolutely have mentioned like 100 times that we use the Google Keep to keep our list for Wednesdays. Oh my goodness. It got me.
Well, that's what my wish list on Kindle Unlimited was supposed to be, so that I didn't have to start a Google Keep list.
I have
But
truly so if I were to pull up my Google Keep right now, because anytime I need to make a note of anything, it all goes into my Google Keep every single time. Where's my Google Keep? Google Keep.
your Google Keep is too much.
Truly so much. I have patterns in there. Still scrolling. I have so much. Pictures. So much.
Like just this morning, I was flipping through Creepy Crochet. I mean, not Creepy Crochet, Creepy Cross Stitch.
Hmm.
And it took me all of 30 seconds to realize, oh, those pictures are too creepy for me. They're not creepy cute, they're just creepy creepy.
Now I wonder what
Um,
they are.
and today, I'm looking at, I finished, or yesterday, I finished looking at Supersized Crochet. Now, this has been sitting on my
Ooh.
KU wish list, my
Hmm.
side list, for over a year. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just flip through this right quick. And really, this book is just, if you want to see, because none of these are complicated.
Hmm.
None of the projects in here are complicated. It's like, oh, you want to make a basket, but you want to see what it would look like if you did it in bulky yarn. You
Not
know,
just everything you want to see this pattern, but in bulky.
you want to see what a blanket looks like in bulky yarn.
Wild. Yeah,
That
Robin and I are interested in this creepy cross stitch. We want to know what's going on with that. I don't
oh
even really
Lord.
do cross stitch like that, but I want to know what's going on.
Okay.
Well, while you're
Um,
pulling that up, you were mentioning crochet books, and there's one crochet book that either is coming out or I think just came out that I really want to get. It's by have you seen any of the like YouTube shorts and TikTok videos by Brochet Crochet?
I do not know crochet.
He makes a bunch of crochet weapons, and he'll do these silly videos of like he's walking down the street and somebody like insults him and he pulls out like a crochet axe and he'll throw the crochet axe and all of a sudden a bunch of like red yarn sprays at him like blood and he's like ah and then he runs away.
That's cute.
Yes, but he made a book that has a bunch of stuff that I really want to make because like the axes and swords and stuff. But he also made patterns for a crochet staff. I think he made a pattern for a crochet like D&D mimic chest and like a bunch of stuff. He made a crochet like Thanos gauntlet, like Infinity Gauntlet. So I might end up actually buying that book. We'll
Okay,
see.
vamp for a second. I'm gonna go get my laptop because I want you to be able to see these pictures, and you're not gonna
Okay.
be able to see them well on my phone.
Okay, you do that. I will pull up some, see if I can pull up the book by Brochet Crochet. The problem is, I don't remember how to spell brochet. How does one, do I want to, no, why am I tiny? Why would I do that? I think it's B-R-O, let me just B-R-O-C-H-E-T, crochet. Is that how you spell it? It is how you spell it. Ooh, it's on Thrift Books. Is it already out? Let me fix my camera. Let me pull it up. It's on Amazon. Share my screen. Ooh, my computer does not like that I'm doing things other than streaming. Oh yeah, I know. I was just not going to address it, Ronald. Because if I address it, then we're going to have the whole thing of no, but my name is there. Gaslight, gaslight, gaslight. Adding. Oh look, she's back. Hello. Where did my Amazon page go? No. Hello.
Because my
Share
name
this tab
is
instead.
there.
Uh huh. Uh huh. I'm sure. There we
It's
go.
there. How do you not see
Crochet,
it?
crochet. I mean, it's there now. It hasn't been for the whole beginning of this. But you can see
Lies.
he zoom. There we go. He's got the Infinity Gauntlet. He's got the like spear. It just does not want to zoom properly. He made like crochet TNT and like a heart that he like will fake grab out of people's chests and the little laser gun. It's very cute. I really want to. I want to get this book. And honestly, for $23, that's not bad.
Okay, Lord.
Considering a
This
lot of that is stuff
reminds
that I would
me
make.
of there's somebody on TikTok who does a paper craft thing where like and you know how people do those claymation stop motion video type things. She does it except with like paper craft stuff. So like she'll make a paper corn on the cob, and then she'll take her paper knife and look like she's shaving the corn off the cob, and then you see all the little paper kernels on the table or whatever. So that's what the way you describe the yarn guy, feels like the same thing to me. And your brother just tripped over my fan and pulled the thing out of the wall. Okay, so I don't. It just won't get any. Okay, there we go. There we go. Like creepy, like this. Okay, can't hear you, ma'am. No, I mean you're like muted.
I didn't realize. I thought I unmuted myself. I accidentally unmuted myself. But yeah, I like it though.
Yeah, I think it's just because
It's very macabre.
yeah, and with the I don't think I could do something like this around your father because with deaths that he's had
Yeah.
over the past 10 years in family and friends and stuff like just too much death. So I where other people can be funny about Halloween and skeletons and stuff like that, I don't feel like I can do that around your father.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So I would not. So, but it took me all of 5 minutes to realize, oh yeah,
This book is not for you.
this book is not for me. Where's the other one?
My big purse is functioning as a yarn bowl right now.
Or like the creepy house with the. This one's okay. The creepy house with the ghosts in it.
So cute.
So it's that kind of thing. It's that kind of color palette because I think it doesn't get any more colorful than this.
Yeah, just browns and tans,
The whole
very
book. The whole book is like that. I don't
very
think it gets any more
sepia
colorful.
toned.
But and same thing with the supersized crochet. They had a pattern for making a seat pad, which is basically jumbo yarn. And I mean, the pattern is like 2 lines
Mm-hmm.
because really you're just making a square.
Yeah,
This
and then you
jumbo yarn, you made
just sew
yourself
it
a seat.
together.
I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't think I need a book for you to tell me to do that.
Robin says, I think of Halloween as the time of year where you are closer and feel your loved ones that have passed better. Yeah, I think a lot of people, I mean, it's definitely different in different like cultures and families and stuff. But I think a lot of people up here also feel that way. I am up in the mountains away from my mother.
You're with the hippy dippy people.
I am.
Okay, so yarn news.
Yarn news.
Yarn news. Where's my Google keep? Okay, so first of all, I'm starting to see these ads where I think Michaels is trying. They're already trying to be Joann's because they
Mm-hmm.
bought some of the big twist inventory or whatever. And yes,
I keep getting this same Michaels ad over and over that keeps getting stuck in my head because I'll be watching YouTube and all of a sudden I'll hear "Joy to the world, to every boy and girl," and over. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea.
this is a
Joy to
Michaels
you
ad.
and me. Yes, every time.
I
And
don't
I'm
think I've seen that
so
one
tired of hearing that song. I'm so
because the
tired.
ad that I'm seeing, they're already trying to be Joann's, but now I think they're trying to be Party City too because now they've got this ad saying now you can buy all your balloons at Michael's.
Except you always could. We used to send people down to Michael's all the time because our Party City was right down the road from Michael's. And people would come in and we're like, it's 45-minute away for balloons. Where am I supposed to get my balloons? Well, if you go next door to Five Below, they inflate balloons. If you can find a Dollar Tree, they inflate balloons. Walmart inflates balloons. Or if you go down the road to Michael's, Michael's has almost the exact same selection as us. They also inflate balloons.
See, I didn't realize Michael's did balloons because I mean it other than Christmas Eve last year, I haven't been in a Michael's in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went in Michael's that one time at Christmas, I just went um what's the words I'm trying to say?
Two parties.
I just went to the yarn section.
Oh.
Went straight to the yarn section, went straight to the register. So I didn't look at anything else. Whereas when I used to go to the Michaels here at Franklin Square, I would go, walk all through. You couldn't miss what they offered because you had to walk all through everything
Yeah.
to get to. So you saw all the stuff, but yeah, and I don't think they had balloons when I used to go to Michaels regularly.
Yeah, I learned real quick working at Party City who else can inflate balloons because we would get backed up because everyone's first thought when you're thinking balloons is Party City. And so I learned real quick Dollar Tree, Five Below, Michael's, Walmart, I don't think actually inflates balloons, or some Walmarts might inflate balloons, but most Walmarts will have a helium tank so you can inflate the balloons yourself. Like so many places will do balloons. And low key, I am thinking about setting up my own balloon business because I can inflate and tie a balloon real quick. I'm wondering if I can like, ooh, hire me for your birthday. I'll face paint your children and I'll inflate the balloons before. You'll have to pay me extra. Buy myself a $50 helium tank and just also,
But
yeah.
so I got this email that said the wait is over. New all-in-one yarns are here. So I thought, oh, this is going to be those ones that we looked at last week, right?
Uh-huh.
That make the squares or whatever. No, this is yet another new yarn. They have
Ronald Javier, what is this?
this is a yarn called
Granny Square Grande?
Granny Square Grande and Granny Square Petite. Sorry, I couldn't scroll right away. But the Granny Square Grande is a 12-inch square, and the Granny
Oh my
Square
goodness.
Petite is like it just has 3 colors in it. You see, it's just 3 rounds, and the Granny Square Grande is like 6 or 7 rounds. I counted it yesterday, but yeah, the Granny Square Petite is a 4-inch square.
So the
And
girlies really must be eating up this all-in-one yarn for them to be coming out with 2 new ones.
the
Or
Grande
3.
is 12-inch.
Ronald says Ariana Grande's lesser-known cousin.
And just a couple projects that they've shown. They're
Uh-huh.
showing that you
Ooh,
can.
I love that spectrum of squares blanket. I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah, it's nice. And they're saying that these colors coordinate with the regular all-in-one and the
Ooh, love
flower
it.
power. It says these Granny Square variations work great with the original Granny Square and the flower power.
Ronald, I hope you've been saving up your money. Gotta buy all these Granny Square all-in-ones.
So I just thought I'd mention it because I know how much y'all love the all-in-one. I think from what little bit I know of most companies, they plan these kind of things a year or two out. So
Oh
maybe
yeah, absolutely.
they, so maybe they just went ahead and planned all of this before they
Before they release the first all-in-one.
yeah, before they released the first all-in-one, they just had it all planned out that they were going to after a few months release this one and then release that one
Yeah, because
and
it has to take a lot of time to be able to like do the math of how much of each color you're supposed to have and make sure that they like and then set their like machines to do the dyeing process correctly or whatever. So they had to have had this planned out like way in advance, but still, they really were expecting the girlies to eat up the Granny Square all-in-ones.
I think this first one, the diamonds pullover, is homely, but that's just me.
I
Maybe it's
feel
the
like I know 6 women that have almost that exact sweater.
I feel like maybe in the color.
Uh-huh.
Now the prep in your step that's made with the minis, the way they showed it in the email with the t-shirt, I think I
Mhm.
would wear that.
I would not.
I think I would wear. In the past, I probably would not have worn it, but now I'm trying to like redo my wardrobe, and
Hmm.
so I think I would wear that now.
Nah, that is
Okay.
not for
And
me.
I do not know what's going on with this picture of this granny square dress because some of the granny squares are grayed out. I don't understand.
Wait, click it. I think that's just the color scheme. I think it's just like beiges and grays. Click it. Yeah, that's just how she
Oh yeah,
is.
it's just the color. That's just the color scheme. That looks like it was. That looks like somebody grayed out the picture. But
I,
I can see now closer to it. It is the color scheme.
you're talking about homely.
Yes,
I would
very.
wear that sweater before this dress. Because that sweater
Yeah,
was
that's
a,
the
was
thing.
a
The,
little
the
cute.
first
This
the
no.
first sweater, if it was a different color scheme,
You
whatever color
also
scheme.
you don't like wearing brown. You don't
Yes,
like brown.
yes, this is a lot of brown. I don't like wearing brown. I mean, I will wear it occasionally because sometimes there is an occasion to wear brown, but for the most part, I don't like Like sometimes somebody, a few times I've asked somebody, hey, you know, I'll make you something. What color schemes do you have? I have a particular person in mind that I'm thinking of, and they said,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, I really like neutrals," and I practically threw up. But
Neutrals and beiges, and yeah, I've
what?
had multiple people request me to make stuff in neutrals.
I mean, the only exception to that is that I like a good heathered gray,
Mm,
like, but not just a flat gray, but like a nice marled
yeah.
heathery gray. I do a sweatshirt kind of gray. I do like a gray, but other than that, other neutrals are not my thing at all.
Ronald says he likes the dress, but maybe not in these colors. I just don't think I like it at all.
No,
There are very few things
the
that I like
bottom
great
half of the
exposure in.
skirt with so many different sizes of squares, I'm not feeling that.
Yeah, that is not my vibe.
And the
I am,
blankets
yeah,
are,
I'm really liking some of these blankets. I
yeah,
think the color spectrum one is still my favorite, but I like
mhm,
the look of them.
yeah, the blankets are cool. Also, Hirschner's is having a
Having a sale, a party,
yes,
a
that
oh,
thing, that
having a
thing.
sale.
I got an email yesterday. I only mentioned this because I had put a Hirschner's blanket kit in the
In the Discord. Yeah.
Discord, and then I got an email yesterday saying that they have several of their blanket kits. They're calling it an Afghan extravaganza or something. They've got a bunch of blanket kits on
An
sale.
Afghan extravaganza and not an extravaganza.
I know.
Missed
But
opportunity.
it's Hirschner's. Hirschner's doesn't do puns. Hirschner's is the home of homely, and they're the home of your granny's stitch stuff.
Mm.
And I used to love Hirschner's. And
Mm-hmm.
I used to always get the catalog and look at the catalog. I don't think I've ever bought something from them, maybe once. But I used to look at their catalog and stuff all the time. And back when you were a baby 30 years ago, I thought, oh, this is cool. And now, when Joann's went out of business, I got a Mary Maxim catalog and a Hirschner's catalog, thinking, okay, this is where we need to go back to. And I'm looking at them, and I'm like, I can't put my finger on it, but
Aged.
there's something very 80s almost about.
It's
And I mean,
it's
Hirschner's has been around since 1890 something something.
have
I
the
mean,
people
that's
that
not
are
an
putting
exact.
out the patterns, have they been around that long as well?
And so they have a very conservative.
Mm-hmm.
They have a very conservative thing. That's the only way I can put it, because I can't. I don't know how to put it,
No,
but
I feel you. They are not keeping up with the times with the girlies making the crop tops and the mini skirts and stuff.
yeah, you're not, yeah, that's a good way to put it, because you're not gonna see crop tops and mini skirts and um kits for making those shoulder shrug sleeve things
Mm-hmm.
that all the young girls are making. You're not gonna see a kit for the Taylor Swift dress in
Honestly, thank
Hershey's.
goodness. I am
Yes,
still I'm
yes, but
still
I
mad
was
at
just
the
trying to think
dress.
of things that are
Yes.
trendy
No, I
with the
know.
younger crocheters.
I just didn't like the dress.
Oh, I didn't like the dress either. I didn't like the dress either. But so on to our progress for the crochet along.
I'm still working on it.
Yeah, I see you working.
I'm supposed to have 22 rows to be able to finish this hexagon before I start working on like putting them together and stuff. And according to my row counter, I am on row 17. So I'm close. I need to just buckle down and actually work on it instead of
Hmm.
dating people on a fake app.
Well, I worked on my thing over the weekend because I downloaded an app which we will talk about later because I during media consumption because remember I was giving you the live whatever.
Yes. I was living for that. You need to start posting those in the Discord. I was talking to people, I was measuring people. We're going to talk about this in the media consumption. I was fitting people and I get a notification from you and I gasp. It comes up on my watch and I'm like, and they're like, what's going on? And I'm like, my mom's giving me play-by-play updates of this raunchy drama that she is watching, of this like messy drama that she's watching. And they're like, what's going on? And I'm like, well, the CEO's assistant didn't know that what his wife looked like, and she thought that somebody else was coming in and was cheating on her, and they brought people in to beat her up, and they're like, oh my goodness, and like, and get this, she was pregnant, and they're like, oh. We were kikiing. I also this was a groom coming in with one of his other groomsmen, so I had fitted him in his other groomsman, and he was bringing in the last groomsman to get fitted. So we already knew each other. We were already kind of joking and kikiing. It was very good.
I don't know where I left off where I was when I showed you this last week, but this is where we are now.
Okay, with the white one, yes. So we got
And
one sleeve and starting the second sleeve.
yes, I got this much because, like, the sleeve starts here. The sleeve starts here.
Mm-hmm.
So I got all of this done last night while I was hanging with Ronald.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. For me, that's fast. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but for me, that's fast because that is.
It looks like what, 5 rows, 6 rows?
Let's see. Because I've got section. Yeah, I have to do 3 sections here before I start making the ruffle part, and I've got 1.5 now. So
Ronald says I Heart Board Games is good for both of our crocheting.
yeah, but this is so I probably won't show it again next week because all it is going to be the other half of this.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted you to see.
Well, I want to see it on. Are you going to put it on?
Yeah, I'll put it on. Let me close the camera for a second. So I did close off the neck a little bit because although I like the way it looks when I watch the videos with the girlies,
And it's like the big old neck.
but I don't like it on me because I can feel it slipping and sliding. Because that last one, remember that one I made 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
the ivory color yarn, and it was just slipping and sliding. I hated it, hated the way it felt, and I will probably either frog that or fix it. It's one of the two.
We got them crooked shoulders. All the shirts are going to slide. Also, this now means that yarn will have gone with us on 2 cruises.
What? Oh, the this white yarn that I
Yeah.
have right now. Yep.
That yarn is traveling. The yarn is international.
International. Okay, let's see.
Because for anybody who didn't know, she is using the white yarn from the white top that I made 2 trips ago. 2 trips ago. Yeah, she's using the white yarn that I used to make my wrap top 2 trips ago. I did not like the fit of the wrap top on me because it felt like I made it too big. Because, you know, your girl does not block, your girl does not gauge, your girl just wings
I'm
it.
removing myself for a second to adjust the camera.
You're good. Yeah, I don't block, I don't gauge, I don't any of that. And so I was just winging it. And made a wrap top which looked pretty good with what I was wearing, but I did not like the fit of it on me. It felt like it was a little big, and so I gave it to her. It looks good, Mother. Do you want me to pull you back in? She's adjusting. So I gave it to her, and she, instead of wearing it, she asked my permission, of course, which I was like, go ahead, I'm not wearing that again. She took it apart and is using that white yarn for, I can see it. Do you want me to pull? No, you look good. Do you want me to pull you in? Okay. Let me do this so that I can be little. And no, do it the right way. There we go. All right.
So, yes, you're seeing the
My room.
what used to be her room.
It looks like I love the sleeve. You know I love a bell sleeve. I love the sleeve so much.
Yeah, I didn't make it as long as it's supposed to be, and I'm sure this will fit like better
When you're wearing a different top.
when no when I'm wearing a bra,
Oh, yeah, that too.
because my girls will be actually partly up in the thing.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing a bra right now, but mainly I just wanted you to be able to see.
It looks cute. Ronald says, "Wow, you made that."
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
the
you.
ruffly sleeve looks
So
very
yeah,
cute.
I just have because the pattern calls for you to bring it all the way down to here,
Hmm.
all the way down to here,
Before
and
starting with
then
the
start
ruffles.
the ruffles. But I brought it here
Hmm. And
and
it
then
looks
started the
good.
ruffles because I kept having visions of
Ruffles
the
in your soup.
sleeve in my dinner
Yes.
because
That's what I had.
we take the pictures either before dinner or after dinner. Either way, I'm going to be wearing it to dinner.
Yes.
I didn't want the sleeve in the dinner, so I
Yes.
feel like
That's the problem that I had when I made the top that yarn was originally used for, because I made the long bell sleeves and I was having to pull my sleeves up to my elbows so that I could eat and not get anything
so. I
on my
think
white outfit.
the 3/4 sleeve looks nice,
Mhm.
and it is. I'm gonna disable myself. It is. Um, there is
It
a warmth to it, so I think it will be good for the
the cold
very
dining
air
room.
conditioned dining room area that we're always in on these cruises. And I forgot to point it out when I was
When you were up
bring
there.
myself back in for a second.
Oop. And let me fix it. There we go.
But yeah, I did I slip stitch more on these sides right here, and then so I wouldn't have to cut the yarn. I just slip stitch all the way across the back, and then so that I could do like I did like 5 slip stitches here to close this up, and then slip stitch all the way around the back, and then slip stitch over here. So
Uh-uh.
it has a little bit of a, you can still see where my black dress will be right here,
Uh-huh.
but it's not all sliding off my shoulder.
Yeah.
So I feel much more comfortable in it.
I think I hate slip stitching more than I hate sewing. I would have just cut the yarn and moved it. I do not like slip stitches.
Oh, I prefer slip stitching.
Like, it depends, because sometimes slip stitching, it'll just be like you're trying to squeeze into a place that is so tight that it doesn't feel like it's going to work. It is
Uh,
very frustrating.
no, I like slip stitching, but overall, I'm real happy with this.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I think it turned out really well. The one downside is that I Ron says he will slip stitch 100 times and I have to cut.
Nope.
I just felt it would look neater than me having to try to weave in ends again. My only downside is that this, I was going to go with like a 6 millimeter hook,
Mm-hmm.
but then I caved and went with a 5.5. But I was going to go with a 6 millimeter or higher to make this a really loose kind
Mm-hmm.
of, because you can see it's not really loose. It's, you can't really see through it. It's not really loose.
Yeah.
So
You're going with the 6 millimeter?
the red one, I'm gonna redo this. I still haven't taken this out, but even with this red one, you can see it's looser.
Yeah.
But I'm probably gonna go with the 6 millimeter hit because I want it to really be. I thought with my gauge being loose anyway, it would still be loose, but I'm going to go with a bigger hook because I really want an open, airy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh, and I want to show you one more thing. I don't like y'all to see me struggling getting out of this chair. Oh, Jesus.
You don't want us to see you struggling, but you said, "Oh Lord Jesus, when you're getting up, we can hear you." She is gone. It is killing me. I wonder what she's getting. What surprise are we to see today?
Okay, because I wanted to show you this because if you don't think it'll work, then I'll probably not. I'm taking a consensus from the group. But if
Okay.
you don't think it'll work, then I won't waste my time. But this is my leopard print dress.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
This is my leopard print dress. And so I want to make the shrug, the red shrug, to go over the leopard
Yes.
print dress. Because I like red and leopard print, but I don't
Yes.
know.
Do it.
Okay,
Do you have
what's
red shoes?
I do not have red shoes.
Because I'm not gonna make you get in a heel or anything, but if you had a red shoe,
Yeah, red shoe would be nice. I don't have red shoes. I'm gonna be wearing
mm,
my black chunky shoes.
still cute though. Do it. It's
Okay,
giving
Robin
very.
says ooh, so I'm thinking that's a yes from Robin.
It's giving because you mentioned that last time, but we didn't see it. But yes, it's
Uh-huh.
definitely giving very like Fran Drescher, the nanny. Like I love it. It's
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah, I've always liked red with leopard print, but I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't being delusional. Because
No.
when I mentioned it last week, I thought that the leopard print dress actually had some red in it. And then I thought, but I haven't seen that dress in a minute. Let me get that dress out.
Hmm.
And
Yes, Ari, we're still doing black and white. She's just gonna wear the leopard print dress another day to a different dinner. We're still doing black and white.
yes, I just, since this is an accessory year, this crochet along is an accessory year, I am, and because I'm going to be done with this shrug by the weekend.
Hmm.
Okay, so I still have time to fit in something else. Speaking of which, we mentioned last week also that I was going to do this for
Yeah,
my
as a do
headscarf.
rag.
But then I had it sitting next to this, and I realized, oh, this is white,
Yes.
and there is no white in
Yeah,
there,
that's ivory.
and so maybe that's not gonna go. So I think I have enough white and black yarn that I could just make a white and black headscarf.
Hmm.
But I think the problem I can't picture in my head how I want the stripes to go, or how much white and how much black,
Hmm.
because I think the way the headscarf is made,
You
if
make
I
one
it
half.
would stripe, yeah, it
You
would
make the other
stripe
half.
this way, and so I don't know if I want stripes this way going on my head.
Yeah.
So I may skip the headscarf.
Ooh, you can make a beret. You can make a cute little
Me in a
beret.
beret.
Or a cute little black and white, like you do each round a different. Ooh, it looks weird with my bald head. I hate it. How do I fix it? Why do I look like a mushroom? Okay, I think that's better. I
Because
look
you
like I'm
are a
golfing. I look
mushroom.
like I'm going to play golf. It's so
Because you are
bad.
a mushroom.
It looked better when I had hair.
The only other thing I want to mention for Yarny Crafty Thoughts
Yes.
is that I don't know why this never occurred to me, but I was watching a video from a YouTube video from a creator called She Tried That, and
Hmm.
it was a video about what your go to yarn weight says about you, and my go to yarn weight is worsted, and she called me out, not in a bad way. I mean, everything she said was good about people, but it was just like, yeah, I mean, she even made it
Because that's
sound
also my
good.
go-to young weight.
She even
So.
made it sound good that you default to Red Heart. She just was complimentary to everybody, but not in a cheesy way.
Hmm.
But but at the end of the video, she mentions, because at the beginning of the video, she says, see if you can guess what is my default for that video was suggested to you. Yeah, I figured, Ronald, since we have the same algorithm. But I watched that video, and she, like I said, everything she said about worsted weight gals was me.
Mm-hmm.
Everything she said about worsted weight
You need to
gals,
post that video in the Discord so we can all watch it later.
and she, if I remember, I'll link it in Discord. But so at the end, she knits and crochets, and she was saying that for knitting, she always goes for worsted, but for crochet, she goes for DK. And as she was describing why she goes for DK, I was like, why have I never thought about using DK for crochet? I think of using DK. I think of using all the different weights for knitting. Okay. Because like I've used fingering because I've knit socks before.
Mm-hmm.
I've used DK for sweaters. I've used bulky. I think of the different weights depending on okay how I want this garment to flow and look and whatever.
DK
But
is 3, right?
yes, DK is 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm using right now. I think it labeled itself as a worsted because it's got these little, like, the little chunkies in it, but this is absolutely a DK. And it is part of the reason that this is taking me so long.
But I never think the closest I get to using DK in a crochet is that I use Karen Simply Soft, which in my mind is a DK.
Yeah, it's a fluffy DK. It's got some air in it.
Yeah. Now the DK Party, this is what I'm using. The DK Party. This feels like a proper worsted, but the
Mm-hmm.
regular DK Simply Soft feels like the regular Karen Simply Soft feels like a DK to me. But
Ronald says they need to invent woobles for knitting so I can finally learn.
but it just never occurred to me that yes, she crochets very fast, Robin. She put me to shame because she was that vacation 2 years ago.
The one with the top that she just tore apart.
She was at the dining room table crocheting while we were waiting for our dinner or dessert or whatever, and her father sitting across from her goes, "She crochets fast. You don't crochet like that." Talking to me, and I'm like,
Because
"Thanks."
I got stuff to get done. We were having, if I'm
Thanks.
not mistaken, we were supposed to be wearing those outfits the next day. I was like, I gotta finish this
Uh-huh.
now.
Uh-huh.
Because I still
But
had an
I
entire
mean,
sleeve to make.
I'm the one who taught her to crochet, but no, I don't get any credit for that. You just look at her and go, "Oh, she crochets fast. Why don't you crochet fast like that?"
Because I'm young and spry.
Because I have to think while I crochet.
Now, this is a granny stitch.
She
I
she
know the
has
pattern. I know what I'm doing.
she has muscle memory. I have to think while I crochet. The closest I got was last night or over the weekend while I was crocheting on this thing. And that's because I'm on the second sleeve now and I have memorized how to do the second sleeve simply because this is a made to measure, so you pick how many repeats you're going to do and whatever. So I already have in my head how to do it. I don't have to look at a paper because it's not on a paper because I'm the one who picked how many
Mm-hmm.
repeats and stuff I have to do. So it's in my head, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But back to DK, all I want to say about DK is that I think starting in 2026.
Did we lose my mother? Oh, and I tilted the camera down. You can see all the clothes down my Colette's feet. No, no, my room's a mess. No, scandal. Where'd she go? Oh, she's back. She's almost back at the scene. There's my mother. What
Okay, I thought
happened?
it was you because you were frozen. I know. I realized after my computer said looking for resources that it was me. But no, I one of the reasons that until this resurgence of excuse me, until this resurgence of crochet a couple years ago, I didn't think of crochet for garments. I would crochet
Mm,
a hat, but I would never crochet a sweater or anything
yeah.
like that. Is because I grew up with the 1960s and 1970s crochet, and it's um
It was chunky.
chunky looking.
It
Yes,
was chunky.
it's very bulky and chunky and looked just stiff and uncomfortable to wear. But if you use like a DK or fingering, that would take away some of that because you have more drape.
But it would also, it just takes so long. I made, because I was using a weight one yarn for an infinity scarf once, and it looked, I never finished the scarf, but it looked so good. Like I want to say like 50 to 60% of the way through the scarf, and it looked store bought. Like it looked
Mm-hmm.
so good, but
Mm-hmm.
also it was taking an eternity,
A
which is why I
million
never finished it,
mm-hmm.
because it looked good and it wasn't hard to do. It was just like it's taking so long.
But yeah, I'm gonna think about trying that for next year because I really, you know me, I think about stuff for a long time before I actually do it, and I've been thinking a lot over the past year of wanting to revamp my wardrobe, and I've
Hmm.
just about gotten to the point where I think I can really make myself get rid of some of these clothes and revamp. I really want to do a thing of, just like have some basic leggings and neutrals, some basic t-shirts and neutrals,
Hmm.
then supplement that with like hand knit or hand crochet cardigans and sweaters, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I
That,
just love
that
that you're like, I've been thinking for a year about revamping my wardrobe. And I'm like, I thought for 2 weeks and shaved my head.
I know, I know. But okay, no coloring, as we say, no coloring pages
Nope.
for a while because I'm still working on things. The Blue Lines Throw is still on hold until it gets cooler.
Yep.
Aiming for the wedding anniversary. The 6 Day Star blanket still on hold,
Yep.
and the Avatar blanket still on hold. I have been. I do have. I've been looking at sampler blankets. Not.
Hmm.
I don't want to make like the sampler squares. I like. I see a lot of British creators, especially people who tend to use Stylecraft yarn.
Hmm.
Um, they make the line samplers, where it's like
Yeah.
one
Which you
row is this kind
started
of
one of
stitch,
those
one
last year,
row
didn't
is
you?
this kind of stitch. And so I'm really looking at, I haven't started a crochet one. I have a knitting one that I'm
Oh,
working
okay.
on.
We'll probably be here for a while. We're here until 12:30, I think.
Yes. Yes, 12:30.
Yeah.
It's whether you have the heart out, not me.
I think my heart out is till 30. I keep forgetting every week because I'm like, I have time to make it to where I need to go, and then forget what did I put in. Yeah, 12:30 is what I've got in the link. So 12:30 is when we're going. But
Okay,
if we don't see
so
you, have a good one.
that is all of our yarny crafty thoughts. Do we want to go on to our media consumption?
Sure. I'm trying to think of if I've watched anything.
Because I've got things.
I have not watched anything. I have just been catching up on
I've
Worlds
got
Beyond
things. You
Number.
got things. What?
I've just been catching up on Worlds Beyond Number, the actual play podcast that with Brennan Lee Mulligan, a group, Bria Iyengar, Lou Wilson, and Erica Ishii. I've been catching up on that. And Game Changer.
And you've had on here for a minute. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Did you already talk about that?
I know I briefly mentioned it. I can just go through it real quick because I did not. I watched 2 episodes and then did not watch any more. I need to sit and watch some more. But those 2 episodes were messy. To boil it down to the quickest amount, I'm gonna let me set a 5 minute timer. I am going to boil it down to the quickest amount that I can because we all know that I am bad about shortening things. 5 minute timer. It started. So, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is about these women who started Mom Talk on TikTok. And it was 3 women who started it. They pulled other women in. So, they are influencers, they are content creators. That's how they make their money. They make more money than their husbands. They are the primary income people for their houses. And then there was this big scandal where one of the moms who started Mom Talk came out and said, yes, all of the moms on Mom Talk, we're all swingers. We've all been sleeping with each other's husbands and blah, 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 and came out and did this whole thing. So there's this big scandal. She got excommunicated because they were starting the Mom Talk to say, like, hey, yes, we're Mormon, but also we're allowed to be cute and sexy. We're allowed to be fun. We're allowed to, like, we're not all like prudes and stuff. And so she then came out and was like, by the way, we're all sleeping with each other. And she was having a hard time with her husband at the time. So she and her husband got divorced. And then they did not talk to each other for like a year, 2 years, something like that. And then she came back into town. I think she like left for a while. She came back into town. She wants to reconnect with the other moms. And she has a new boyfriend who is also in the Mormon church. She has a new boyfriend. And so she comes back to reconnect with the moms. And so she goes to talk to the original three that helped her, like, or one of the original three, and just like another girl who's part of the Mom Talk to talk about like what happened and everything and like how everybody's been doing. And they're like, so like you did that, and like you did that big announcement to everybody on TikTok and did not warn any of us, did not talk to any of us or anything. And she's like, well, I saw all of y'all making funny little videos afterwards, and all of your views went up and everything. So I think I helped you, actually. Like, not apologizing for anything. She is so messy. And then we get to the so that same mom that she was talking to, who was one of the original three, she also has this big secret that she moved out of town and then moves back into town. She moved to like Hawaii and then moves back into town to be with everybody. And and so she gathers everybody together and is having this big emotional moment and is like, so you remember, like, I really need to tell you guys this because I don't want to lie to you or anything. You remember when you guys came to me saying that you saw posted on Reddit that my husband was on Tinder, and I told you that he wasn't, and that this was all just like some scandal or something. I was lying to you. My husband has a sex addiction, and he was talking to all of these other women and seeing all of these other women, but he's seeing people, we're seeing the church about it, and he's talking to people about it, and we're trying to like work our way through it, but I just wanted to I didn't want to lie to you guys. And then the other girl who did the big announcement on TikTok, she's like, also, by the way, I might be pregnant, like stealing the moment. And she might be pregnant by this man who is not her husband yet. So she had her husband, divorced her husband, has this new man, they're not married, and she steals the moment of this other woman saying that she might be pregnant. Like, what in the world? And then, so we cut to her, this is all episode 1, we cut to her at dinner with her boyfriend, and he's like, so I really want to make a commitment, but you go out every night like drinking and partying and everything, and I can't really do that because he was on hard drugs, like cocaine, heroin. Mm-hmm. He was on the hard drugs, and he feels like he feels like the Mormon church saved him. And so he's like, if I'm going to marry somebody, I can't marry somebody that's going to be doing stuff like that. And it cuts to her little confessional, I think this might be a deal breaker. And I'm like, girl, you found a man who, 1, you're pregnant with, 2, might like take you after all of this scandal stuff, and you going out drinking every night is going to be a deal breaker. Cuts to a 911 phone call. Excuse me, I have a call about a domestic disturbance. I hear this girl screaming in her garage. It sounds like she's trying to get out. They go to her house. Same girl. She's so messy. They go to her house. She got raving drunk, blind drunk, and was throwing chairs at him, throwing tools at him, was throwing all kinds of things at him. She gets arrested for domestic abuse. Next episode, this is like 2 years later, she is out. No, this is not 2 years later because she's still pregnant. She hasn't had the baby yet. So this is like less than a year later. She is fully pregnant. They're about to have her baby shower. She's coming back from jail. She is at under 5 minutes. It is messy. Scandalous. What is
messy. That? Too messy for me. Too messy for me. So let's see. So I wonder if she's going to go back and finish watching that. But so I watched a couple things with your sister this weekend.
Yes.
I watched this week. I watched the first episode of The Apothecary Diaries.
What is that?
She's got me hooked on these slice of, I guess not.
Oh, slice of life anime.
What?
Slice of life anime. That's my favorite kind of anime.
I don't think this is a slice of life. I think this is more historical or something. But I went ahead and created my own profile on her Crunchyroll.
Not you created the Crunchyroll profile.
I know. And for those watching, I am not an anime person. I introduced my children to anime because I thought they would enjoy it, but I have never been an animated person. Um, but my children are determined to get me to watch anime. And so Chloe was like, well, because this was her week to pick what we watch. And she was like, well, I just want to show you this one episode of this show. And then, we can go on and watch our musical. So we watched, Ari is just now watching Big Bang Theory.
I started watching that and never finished. He also said new season of
What,
Murder in the
you never
Building.
watched this Big Bang? You've never watched Big Bang Theory either?
Not all the way through. I watched like a season, but I didn't watch it all the way through.
I watched it when it first came. I watched it when it first
Yeah,
came out, and we watched. I think that was the show I was watching with your father, and
I
we
think so.
watched a few seasons, but I didn't watch it all the way to the end. I kind of lost interest in it before the end, so I did not watch the last season.
Yeah, I didn't. I think I stopped after like 2 seasons, but yeah, it was like it was funny, but like it felt kind of samey of like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they're nerds, and oh my goodness, there's the hot girl, and like they don't understand each other because they're nerds and she's a hot girl. Like it felt kind of samey,
Mm-hmm.
so I stopped watching it.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of it expands past that, but I yeah, I just kind of lost interest after a little while. I think I lost interest. That was around the time when I realized that I don't particularly like sitcoms anymore.
I do still like sitcoms. I just did not like that one.
I
Um,
I thought I used to watch sitcoms as a kid, and then I've gotten to the point where I don't particularly like sitcoms anymore. I like, I guess, what you would think of as a dramedy,
uh huh.
something that's an hour long, that's kind of light, but it's not joke punchline joke punchline joke punchline.
Mm-hmm.
Just there's witty banter that may make you smile,
Witty Bants.
and and interesting situations. Something more like a Gilmore Girls.
Yeah,
You
I feel you.
know, rather than a sitcom.
Also, Ari said the new season trailer of Murder in the Building came out yesterday. Is that the one with Selena Gomez?
Yes,
Okay. I didn't watch the first one, but I saw the like commercials for the first season and it
it looks
looked
like
good.
you
I need
would
to watch
enjoy it. I do not like Martin Short.
it.
You cannot pay me to watch anything Martin Short is in because he annoys me. So I do not like Martin Short. So I will not watch that.
I might
And
check
I
it out.
don't. And I don't like. I mean,
You don't like true crime.
yeah, I don't like true crime. And everything these days seems to be some sort of crime drama. And like, I will occasionally, like, I liked High Potential because that was, even though it's them solving crimes every week, it's um first of all, it's a different case every week. Second of all, it's more about the personalities of the people working together
Hmm.
than the crime. And so that's why I had to stop watching Criminal Minds, because even though I like the personalities of the characters,
I
um
also had to stop watching Criminal Minds. I got stressed out.
yes, that it's I like the personalities of the characters, but it was you only got a little bit of the characters and a lot on the bloody crime,
Yeah.
and I
And
don't
the
want that.
crimes start affecting the characters, which gets stressed out. Like, because I
Yes.
can tell you exactly when I stopped watching. It's when there is an episode where Spencer is supposed to be working on something and he goes to like Mexico and is for some reason getting pinned for being like part of a drug cartel or something because they have this like villain that they've been fighting that's like after him or something.
Hmm.
And so he's pinned for this thing and he doesn't remember anything because they drugged him and stuff. And so I'm like, nah, dog. I'm
Yeah.
stressed out for these fake people. I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah. So no, I don't watch those kind of things, but I'm not harshing anybody's mellow. I've been watching so the Apothecary Diaries. Quickly, it's in some sort of fantasy historical kind of place. There's this young girl. They don't say what age. Older than 12, looks younger than 20.
Yeah,
She
but
could
they all look like that in anime
Yeah,
though.
she could be like 16, 18, whatever. She's old enough that she works for her father, and they're both apothecaries, and one
Mm.
of their customers is this brothel in town, and she's old enough that the madam is always trying to get her to quit being an apothecary and work for her. So
Madam,
at
played by
least
Dolly Parton.
at least 16, you know. But she so anyway, she's but she's friends with the girls in the brothel or whatever, and she helps them with stuff and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
But you see that for only like the first couple minutes, because as she's walking home from dropping off medications or whatever at the brothel and at the other places, she walks home, she gets snatched. Okay. And then it's fast forward to I don't know, a year, 2 years later,
Mm-hmm.
she is in this palace because apparently it's good money to snatch up these girls and rent them out or sell them to the palace as servant girls. And um, somehow she doesn't want them to know that she knows how to read. All the other girls there are illiterate. She knows how to read and write and all that stuff because she works she's an apothecary, but she doesn't want them to know that she knows stuff because she says that that will make her kidnappers money. So I don't know if they're just
Mm.
renting her or what the deal is, but she's like, if I keep my head down, I just got a few months to go, year to go, whatever, and then I can go back home to my father.
Mm-hmm.
So it's some sort of contract or whatever.
Yeah.
But she got snatched.
Goodness.
So she didn't enter into it willingly,
Legitimately, yeah.
but it's still, she got snatched.
Wild. And this
So,
is the anime that you're watching?
so she so she's working. The prince or the king or whoever has two different ladies. Okay. And one of them has given him a daughter, and one of them has given him a son.
Even though that's not how
Okay.
it works, it is all on him, but go off.
What do you mean?
That's how biology works. It's not on the women what gender the baby is or what sex the baby is when it comes
No,
out. It's
I'm
on the
just saying
man.
that one
No,
gave
I
birth
know.
to
I
a son.
understand, but that is how they talk about it. They're like, "Well, you gave me a boy and you gave me a girl, so you're out." And I'm like, "Oh no, how it works."
Well, no, that's not the way they look at it though, because actually his favorite is the one who gave him the girl.
Oh,
So
really? Okay.
that's his favorite lady. But you know, the son, heir, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so but the lady over here and the son are sick, and the lady over here, she's not sick, but her daughter is sick. They all
Mm-hmm.
have the same. They all have the same sickness. They keep saying there's a curse because whenever the king gets a lady pregnant, the babies always die, and so it's like
Scandalous.
sometimes the mothers die too. So there must be a curse. Well, the apothecary girl is new there. She figures out
Is
that
black mold in the bedroom or something?
she figures out that the white makeup that they're using to make their skin look all pale
Oh,
probably has lead in it or something is making it.
yeah,
She doesn't say lead, but I'm thinking lead because
yeah.
I've read enough historicals to know that that's what's making them sick. But she didn't want them to know she knows how to read, so she kind of writes the note down and on a piece of cloth because she didn't have paper because supposedly she didn't know how to read and write. So of course
Yeah.
certain girls don't have no paper. So she writes it down on a cloth and she wraps it around a flower, a certain flower that means warning in
Mm-hmm.
florography. And she writes one for this lady and one for this lady. What?
Floriography? Is that what it's
Yeah.
called?
Yes.
I've truly never heard that word. Floriography?
Yes.
Okay, continue. Sorry, I just had to have a moment.
So just to wrap this up, so she leaves a flower for both ladies,
Yeah.
but the lady who has the son, the maid or something sees the flower and just knocks it into the street, so she never gets the note. The lady with the daughter gets the note, finds it, stops using the
The
white
lead
face
makeup.
powder, and now her daughter is healthy, and the son and the lady with the son. Well, I think the lady with the son lives, but the son dies. I don't know if she's still sick. I don't know if she stopped using the makeup or whatever because we didn't get that far. And but one of the eunuchs who work.
Watch another anime. I know about like this flower means this flower means this. I know about that. I have never heard the word
It's not an anime thing.
floriography.
It's just a historical. If you read enough historical fiction, you run across it.
I have
It's not
never heard
anime.
anyone say or write the word floriography.
Yes, but so basically, they find her out because one of the eunuchs who works with the lady who has the daughter um, recognizes that he heard her muttering to herself about I need to send them a note or whatever. So
Hmm.
he knows she's the one. He figures her out. And so now they've promoted her to be the lady in waiting to the lady with the daughter. And she's like, this is not going to be good for me because they are going to
They're
hate
gonna
me.
try to keep her there longer
They're
too.
going to try to keep her there longer. They're going to hate me. All the other servant girls are going to hate me now and be jealous because I got up in the ranks or whatever. I'm just trying to keep my head down so I can go home. And and that's where the episode ended.
Ooh.
So she got me hooked. Now I gotta now I
She
got two
knew.
now I got two animes I gotta watch
She knew what she was doing.
because
Chloe knew exactly what she was doing.
one of the things that I hate about anime is that I don't like the crazy faces,
Over exaggerated faces,
and
yeah.
this has a minimum of crazy faces. So, and it's historical, like a lot of historical fiction that I read.
Hmm.
So, I don't know if there's any monsters yet, but I'll have to go back and watch that. We also watched Funny Face, which Funny Face 1957, I think. Um, Fred Astaire and Audrey Hepburn.
Hmm.
Um, it was her first musical. I think after that, and she actually did her own singing, but after that, I think they started dubbing her because she wasn't a singer. She
Mm.
did good enough for the movie, I think, but she wasn't a singer.
Yeah.
But it does it doesn't age well.
Mm.
I think well it does age well, but I think when I watched it, even when I watched it then, I was like, isn't Fred Astaire way older than Audrey
Hmm.
Hepburn? And now watching it is very apparent to my eyes that
That they are not the same age.
he is old enough to be her father,
Ooh.
and they should have commented on it. But he was 30 years older than her, and
Ooh.
this was one of the last musicals they did. The only thing that made it easier for me to watch was that she was 28
Hmm.
when they made the movie, and he was 57. So
So she's like fairly well into adulthood. She's
she
not
was
like,
younger, but she was an adult.
yeah.
She wasn't
Oof.
like 19. You
Yeah.
know, she was an adult. So and she had requested that he play the male lead in the
Hmm.
movie. So that that made it easier, but still it's very clear
That
that
they are different ages.
they are different ages. But if you watch it just for really the only reason to watch it is if you like pretty clothes and you like good photography. It's very because the stills, there's a lot of fashion stills in it, and the stills were taken by Richard Avedon, who was a famous photographer.
Hmm.
So it it's a very pretty movie. If you want to watch something that's very pretty and it has some fun musical numbers in it, and just forget about the story and the fact that they're supposed to be together at the end, just ignore that part. It's good, and it's available on Hoopla if you have a if your library has a Hoopla subscription, you can use one of your Hooplas to watch it.
I need to go double check and see if my
This
library does that.
what'd you say?
I said I need to go double check and see if my library does that. I haven't looked into it.
Um, Also, what got me through the weekend was Shot Short.
Yes. Tell everybody about the scandals. The scandals.
Shot Short. We've talked in the past on here about what they call short dramas. Usually they're made by Asian companies, although there are some that are American, fully in English with American actors. But most of them are Asian, and sometimes they're dubbed, sometimes they're subbed.
Mm-hmm.
But I spent all of Saturday watching Shot Short because I think Friday, because I watch TikTok at night before I go to bed. So
Mm-hmm.
Friday night I had watched TikTok, and TikTok had served me. TikTok takes breaks where it doesn't serve me anything like this, and then all of a sudden it'll serve me another drama. And TikTok will play the drama long enough for you to really get hooked, and then they'll go watch this on Real Short, on
Yep.
Flix Reel, on Drama Box, on whatever. And like I just saw one last night that looked interesting. Don't miss me when I'm gone, but it's on something called Real Short, and they are $20 a week.
A week?
That is $80 a month.
That is wild.
Miss me with that ish. I am
Absolutely.
I am not paying you that much to watch your drama.
That's how much I'm about to have to be paying for me chat so I can keep talking to my people.
I'm not paying you that much for your dramas. But short shot is $5. Shot short is $5 a month. Or if you don't want to pay the $5 a month, you can just deal with ads like watching Tubi or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Except the ads are so frequent that I
They
did
knew.
just come up off $2 and pay them for a week's worth of, because their introductory offer is like $1.99 to watch for a week.
Mm-hmm.
But even for a full month, it's only $5. So it's
Yeah, which
not
is not bad.
it's not terrible. Um, and I think I watched bits and pieces of a couple of them, but then I watched like two or three back to back.
Mm-hmm. Does this app automatically scroll for you, or do you need to swipe every time?
No, it automatically scrolls.
Oh, thank goodness! Because like watching them on like TikTok or watching them on YouTube, where I have to manually scroll every time, I'm like, nah. If I'm gonna be watching this like a show, I need you to just roll into the next episode.
No, it automatically scrolls. They had my handsome guy in something called Heirlooms Deception, where a um, he's a delivery guy,
Mm-hmm.
and his son, his adult son, is engaged to marry this girl, um, and she's totally embarrassed by the fact that the father-in-law is a delivery guy or whatever.
Which why does it
And
matter but go off?
but turns out that the father is actually
Secretly a billionaire.
secretly a billionaire, but secretly a billionaire in the way that what's that? I think it's like the never ending story, where they have like Dread Pirate Roberts, where Dread
Oh,
Pirate Roberts is not one person, it's a person who,
not
okay,
never ending story. Princess Bride.
Princess Bride. But is that the one where Dread Pirate
Yes,
Roberts is not just one person? It's
if the
like
name gets passed down,
name
and
gets
so yes.
passed to somebody else. Yeah, that's how this is. It's like his father before him, or some relative or whatever before him, was Mr. Haber.
Okay.
And so now he's Mr. Haber. And he had to wait until his son grew up because his wife died.
Uh-huh.
And his wife's last dying wish was, make sure that he is emotionally prepared before you pass on Mr. Haber to him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those kind of things where it's not one person who's Mr. Haber. Mr. Haber is like an institution.
Yeah.
And so the son does not know that they're rich. And the son has been working for a different company, and the son is a milk toast.
Um,
And he the only reason he's in
you know what I'm making this face for.
milk toast. Milk toast is a polite way of saying he's a wuss.
Oh, okay. Milk toast.
Yes, he's a milk toast. And it's spelled Milquetoast. Milk toast.
I wasn't prepared. We're just throwing cues into words now. Is it French?
I don't remember. I think it's British. But
Anyway, continue.
anyway, so basically, he's rich. His old classmates don't know he's rich. Nobody knows he's rich except
Mm-hmm.
for the people in the company, the inner circle in the company, and his CEO, what's his name? Crystal
Mm-hmm.
knows that he's the one who's Mr. Haber and running things. But the son is a milk toast because the son works for this other company, and the I think it's like the Cowan company. We'll say Cowan because I can't remember. Works for the Cowan company, and this other guy whose father is an investor in the Cowan company. He is a fuck boy.
Ooh,
He he ordered Milk Toast Boy to marry his mistress. So he's still gonna keep sleeping with her, but he likes the idea of sleeping with somebody who's married to somebody else. So he's ordered the Milk Toast Boy to marry her.
that's not how jobs work, though. Actually.
He had because he has no spine, and the father finds out about all of this, and he just kicks up a ruckus and just cancels the wedding, and knocks the block off the F boy guy,
As you should.
and he's trying to sue and all of this other kind of stuff.
As you
And it's
should.
like this is not going to happen. And they do all of it. So all these people finally find out that he's Mr. Haber one by one. They find out he's Mr. Haber. Oh, they did send you. They are sending you a replacement box. You've never told me what. I didn't hear what company you had ordered from.
What is it? Full sidebar, Ronald? You have knocked everything off the tracks. What? A replacement box for what? What's going on?
They sent him the wrong yarn.
Oh, for
He
his
ordered from
woobles?
some company. He ordered from some not Woobles. He
Oh,
ordered from some company, and he ordered a certain color. And when it got to him, it was a different color. And he calls them, and they say, "Oh no, that's the right color. We pre-packed those boxes. That's the right color." And but it wasn't the right color.
mm,
So, but I guess he's getting restitution because they're finally going to send him a replacement box.
good. You can't just gaslight something like, no, you're
It's,
good. Actually,
they
it's the
say
right color.
it's not. We're sure it's the right color, but we'll give you 10% off of your next order. It's like no.
Nah, dog.
Why would I want to order from you again?
When you sent me the wrong color and then refuse to listen to me when I say it's the wrong color.
Yeah.
Good to know.
But all these people finally figure out that he is Mr. Haber, and he makes the announcement that he's going to um, pass Mr. Haber on to his son because the son finally discovers the backbone and gets rid of the fiance and all this other kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And but what kills me is because toward the end, it's like 70 episodes. Toward the end, we discovered that the wife didn't die from her heart condition. The mother,
Yeah.
didn't die from her heart condition. She died because they were out walking the baby in a pram, and one of the rival people from a rival company, because Mr. Haber had bankrupted this other company,
Mm-hmm.
the Cowan company had bankrupted them, and they're like, please don't bankrupt me, and it's like, I'm sorry that you made bad investments, but this is business. I'm not making
Hmm.
changes for you. And so I think he jumped off and killed himself or something. And somebody from the neighboring company came and stabbed his wife to death as they were walking on the pram.
Wild that we are finding this out at the end, later in the story.
Later in
Okay.
the story. So then we go past that. He hands everything over to his son and says, I'm no longer in the business. It's my son now. And then the very last 5 seconds of the show, there's no more show. He's walking with this other woman from the Culling company who we thought they were setting up for them to start dating. And she's like, and he's talking, and she's like, look at me. And he says, what do you mean? She said, look directly at me. Do you not recognize me? And then they flash back to the guy who jumped to his death from the bankrupting. Turns out that was her father. She pulls a knife out of her thing, stabs him, and it's over.
Oh my gosh.
It's over.
Outrageous. Also, do you recognize me? He was a baby. Why would he
No, no,
know?
no, no. The father.
Oh, the father gets stabbed.
Yes, the father, Mr. Haber, had
Oh.
talked to the Cowan Company father, and the Cowan
Oh.
Company father was begging and saying, "Please, I'm bankrupt. Can't you help me?" And he's like, "Nah, it's business, dude." And he's sitting there
Okay.
on the ledge, and then he jumps to his
Yeah.
death.
And so
And
she's
then it's
coming
like,
back to get revenge for her
Look at me,
papa.
but don't. Who do I look like?"
Mm-hmm.
And then he flashes back in his mind to the father on the ledge, and then he opens his eyes, and that's the end. No
Oh my
more, nothing,
gosh.
nothing.
Dang.
It rolled into another movie. I'm like, what?
They gave you everything and nothing.
What?
That is ridiculous. That's crazy. Oh, I
Well,
hope
I
that.
found the yarn separately for like $2 a skein online, and the patterns are from a book I found, which the whole book is cheaper than one box.
Bruh. So they are
So,
really playing you with the subscription.
so he's going to be canceling them, which makes sense. Which is that's why I asked you so much about the Woobles, because there are a lot of people who say that Woobles yarn is not worth
Mm-hmm.
the amount of money you pay for the kit.
Because they sell that yarn now as well, like the easy peasy yarn or whatever. Because I've seen it
Yeah,
at, I believe, Hobby Lobby and at Michael's. They call it like
yeah.
different brands will call it like easy peasy yarn or super easy
Hmm.
yarn or whatever.
But,
Because it's
but honestly, all of them sell it kind of expensive to
yeah,
me.
it's more expensive than it should be. Because low key, I feel like that yarn should be the same price as like a Red Heart Super Saver.
Yeah,
But I mean, you're paying for convenience, I guess. You're paying for not splitting the
because
strands of this
I
yarn.
want to try one of those yarns, but I don't want to buy enough to make
Hmm.
something decent because $20 for a ball of yarn. I'm not.
Exactly.
I'm not.
Yeah, it's very easy to work with, but like, I don't know. Cause like yeah, I feel like you right now, Ronald, are paying for them teaching you to do amigurumis because I would say you are an experienced crocheter. You know how to crochet. So you know how to work with yarn without splitting it and stuff. And that's what I think that's like the only point of the easy peasy yarn is so that beginners don't like accidentally split their yarn and they're wondering why their stitches don't look good. But you know how to do that. So if you, I feel like you should just buy some regular yarn and look up an amigurumi pattern is what I
Yeah,
think.
see, the only reason I would buy a Woobles kit is because Woobles are they've done a very good job, because I remember seeing a story about the creator of the Woobles, and she used to be in marketing and all this other kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So she knows how to get the brands on
Yes.
side. So she's got the Harry Potter and the licensing for a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
And so if I want a pattern for a licensed character,
Well,
then
you got to
maybe
learn to make a magic circle one day.
then maybe I would buy a Wooble. But all the other stuff that it comes with, like I don't need them to, like he was explaining yesterday, which I had already seen before, but like he was explaining yesterday, the kit comes with your first few stitches already done
Mm-hmm.
so that you don't have to do the magic circle yourself.
Which, like, if oh, he doesn't even use the pre-made one. So like that's the other thing is it comes with the magic circle in the first row done. So I mean, you're learning some of the crochet stuff,
Mhm.
but then like are they going to teach you do they teach you the magic circle as well? Is it like, okay, I've done my third Woobles kit. I'm ready to learn the magic circle. Let me click the no magic circle option. Love you. Like, is it
I mean, it is what it is. It's made for beginners, and but I think at this point I slightly get irritated with that. Like for instance, I was talking earlier about going through all these um, crochet books that I want to look through, and I have to skim through the whole big chunk of the first part of the book where they tell you how to buy hooks and what kind of yarn to buy and what
mm-hmm.
different yarn weights are. And I know that has to be there for everybody because you never know if the person who picks up this book is a person who's never crocheted before.
Yeah.
But if you are a person who's crocheted before, picking up one of these books feels like, you've read the whole series of a book and you're picking up book 5 and they're acting like you didn't read book 1 through
One,
4
two,
and
and
they're
three.
telling
Yeah.
you the whole story again. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah.
And so I have to skim past all of that before I get to what I'm interested in.
That too. You can also chain too if you can't make a magic circle. Um, ooh. Side note to me, am I using Indeed to find another
Border
job if you
Patrol
got
agent. He's being
I
such
did. I did. No, I did see it actually. Now that I remember, I'm like, it took me a minute to read through the whole comment. I did see it because I've been seeing jobs like job offers for like police officers, and then also for like it. I think they phrased it a little differently, but it was some sort of like border patrol, like something like that. And I'm like, get out of here. I just want to wash dogs or something. Like, go away.
wash dogs.
Yeah, I applied for a dog bather slash groomer trainee position. I can learn to groom dogs.
Okay then.
I feel like it'd be like chill, fun ish, and then low key kind of hoping that I can get a discount and just bring my dogs in so I can bathe them with all the like because at the dog places they have like the hookups where you hook them in the harness, they can't run
Uh,
away. You got the hoses and stuff, and I'm like, I'm putting my dog in a bathtub where they are constantly trying to jump out. If I can hook them up somewhere,
yeah. Yeah, that would be your benefit.
yeah.
I don't know how you would like doing other people's dogs though.
I mean, it's probably fine. I worked as a custodian for a while. It can't be worse than scrubbing some kid's poop out of grout.
That's true. That's true. So yeah, if you're interested in the short dramas are cheesy. They have their own kind of tropes. Like
Mm-hmm.
in the first couple episodes, they always put the name and relationship of each person on the screen so you know who's talking.
Mm-hmm.
They
There's always some sort of secret billionaire.
There's always some sort of secret billionaire. There's always the people who have these contract marriages who don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we get married and then we go off for a year, so we don't remember what our husband looks like.
That's one of the tropes in my little me chat. Hang on, let me go look at all of the tropes that they offer so I can say them to you. Because that is, ooh, free coins for today. Thank you. Okay. I just got 6 free coins. Thank you. Just for opening the app. But if let's see. Let me look at my no, why won't it let me? Why won't it let me? There we go. So all of the tropes that they offer on the little me chat, enemies to lover, fantasy romance, grumpy sunshine, LGBTQ, polyamory, interspecies romance. But I don't know if that is just gonna be like, I don't know if that's like furries or if that counts as because the alien one counted as interspecies romance. So I
No,
guess
Ronald.
that's
People don't always be stabbing. People always be slapping.
slapping. I love a good
Slapping.
slap. Love
Yes,
a good
there is more violence. I mean, American movies have violence, but these kind of short dramas have the kind of violence that you would not get away with that I don't feel like you would get away with in American movies.
I feel like every other story you tell me about, there's a pregnant woman getting beat up.
Yeah,
Every single
the last few I've watched have had a bunch of pregnant women getting kicked directly in their stomach.
like wild
Getting kicked directly in their stomach.
scandal.
But I watched an American one, Runaway Billionaire Becomes My Groom.
Okay.
That was a good one. That was, and most of them, the actors actually were fairly good. These actors, they're American actors. These actors could get a job. The only one who was bad was like the one who played the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
She had this airy fairy kind of. She looked and acted like she was one of those essential oil shaman ladies rather than a doctor.
Not a doctor, but like a health and wellness. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She wasn't good, but every other actor in it was good. So it's like but I heard that they really don't get paid very much to make these things.
I can't
But,
imagine.
but and they don't the downside is that they don't give you the name of the cast, because I would look and watch another one with these people in it
Mm-hmm.
because they do a good job. But these are cheesy. They're very cheesy, but sometimes you just want something that goes, "Oh my goodness."
Yeah, next time you're doing a play-by-play of one of these shows, put it in the Discord and we can all be like commenting.
Oh Lord, why would I torture y'all like that?
It was scandal. It was hilarious. I was at work like, I don't want to talk to these people. And then I was getting play-by-play updates like,
Scandal.
All right, I think it's time for us to wrap up.
It's 12:30. It's
12:30.
time for us to go. No shower thoughts today.
Yeah, I don't think I even had any shower thoughts. What? Oh, we're just switching back to the busy city. I still need to find a good rock music. That's the only thing that I miss about StreamYard. Is StreamYard had the good rock music, and I miss the rock music.
Yeah, I don't think I could even go back to StreamYard anymore. I'm so used to.
Evie Mux is good.
I'm so
Evie Mux
used to
got
this
us.
one. Yeah, I'm so used to this one. I wouldn't know what to do.
Well, this has been the conversation chair. If you liked everything that we've been doing, give us a like.
If you like that big old yawn.
I am so tired. I even drank like half a sun drop. And I'm so tired. If you liked everything we've been doing, give us a like. If you want to keep up with us and everything, just subscribe, notification bell so you can be here whenever we start, be that at 10 a.m. or a little bit later because we tend to run late. We're not morning people. And in the comments, I don't know. What should they put in the comments? I can't think of anything.
I don't know. If they had a hand, I would say put a slap, but
they have hand, but it's like a clapping hand, I think.
Yeah.
Put a hand and a face. We'll know it's a slap. No one else will know unless they watch the video. But a hand and a face. We'll know it.
We'll know it. But thank you for joining us. If you want to join us on Friday on Twitch, as we play some games,
do the Bandle and all that. I introduced somebody to Bandle the other day. They were talking about Wordle, and because they were talking about how they do the Wordle every single day, and I was like, "Oh, are you guys talking about Wordle?" And they're like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Yeah, me and my family do the Wordle sometimes too. Have you done Bandle?" And they're like, "What's that?" And so I pulled up the Bandle on my phone, and it was a song from like 2018 or something. And so I was like going through it with them, and we all like knew the song but couldn't like think of the name of the song. And so I was like, I mean, I pulled it up on my phone, so y'all can pull it up on your phone, and you got plenty of guesses. You can go figure it out and try it out. And they're like, "Thank you."
Yeah, I introduced Terry and Barry to Bandle, and Barry immediately bought the Hard Rock pack for
not buying the pack.
Yeah, he spent $2 and bought a pack.
Wild. Well, we are out of here.
Peace out, y'all.